What's up there, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video for the Road to Regional series, and we're going to continue using our also not good team with Mega Swampert. And we weren't doing so hot in our previous episodes. I think we only have gathered maybe like 1 or 2 wins. So we're going to see how far we can go with this team. Hopefully get into the 1600s. If not, at least have a little bit of fun and play games really close. Because in theory, this team is really cool. I'm also likely not playing very well with it because I'm very inexperienced with using a lot of these Pokemon, especially Aegislash. I still have to use Aegislash to the best of my abilities, and I think I've been using them pretty well. But we're going to continue using this team. Hopefully we can do pretty well with it. We're going to jump right onto the ladder, and I do want to let everyone know that I'm going to Memphis Regionals this weekend, so I might not have much video content out there. I like to do daily uploads, but it's probably not going to happen this week because I have just so much going on. I have work. I just worked this weekend. I have to pack for Memphis Regionals, playing Jamie from Mexico. And videos take like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and then, you know, sometimes I have to edit them because of copyrights, and I actually can turn the copyright on while we're recording now. I got that idea from Moxie Boosted, so thank you for that. So I don't have to edit the videos. I could just straight up put them onto YouTube. Anyway, it looks like Jamie is getting started out. He has a very interesting looking team. This could be Mega Latias. It's also going to be accompanied with the Kangaskhan, the Lando, Feeny, Tyranitar, and the Ferrothorn. Okay. Alright. Pretty scary looking team. Hyper offensive team. Got the Ferrothorn for basically the Trick Room counter. It's going to do very well against my team, unfortunately. So I'd have to imagine he's going to bring the Feeny, he's going to bring in the Kangaskhan, he's going to bring the Ferrothorn, and likely the Tyranitar to switch up the weather. So I think he's going to pick those three Pokemon. I do like the Vikavolt. I just have to watch out for the Kangaskhan. I want to lead with the Salamence. I feel like he would lead with the Feeny and the Kangaskhan and get a fake out onto my Salamence. Also, he doesn't pressure... He pressures me a lot. I don't pressure him all too much if I do lead the Salamence. Can also lead the Aegislash, get a lot of good damage off. Gonna bring the Vikavolt in the back. I think I'm going to leave my Rain in the back there. The time was ticking down right there. It's just very hard for me to like put matchups in my head when using this team. I want to bring the Tsareena for the Feeny, so I kind of wanted to bring it in the front right there, but the timer was ticking down, so we're not going to be able to do that. I could very well switch it in on the Kangaskhan fake out. Don't know whether or not my opponent will anticipate that. He does lead the Feeny and the Kangaskhan. I at least know like what my opponents are going to be bringing because it's pretty obvious. You know, the Feeny resists the water type attacks. It's fairly bulky. Now the Kangaskhan could actually go for a Sucker Punch into the Aegislash, and the Feeny could very well go for a like it's just like a Muddy Water, even a Moonblast into the Salamence. Salamence really isn't doing much right here. I could switch. See, now I should have brought the Aegislash in the back, and I should have brought the Tsareena in the front. That prevents him from faking me out. And I could also switch the the Aegislash into the Salamence slot. That would gain me a lot of momentum, and I could just go for an attack with the Tsareena. Fortunately, I didn't have too much time to pick my Pokemon, so that's not going to be the case. So what I'm going to do right here is, I'm going to switch into my Tsareena. And then, do I want to go for... I'm going to go for the Never-Ending Nightmare into the Feeny. Let's see how much damage this does to the Feeny. It's not going to KO, but it's always good information for the future, especially when when I'm using Aegislash in the future, not even on this team, because I'm likely going to be using Aegislash throughout the entire format. It's just such a strong and incredibly valuable Pokemon. He's going to Mega Evolve, so he's not going to go for the Scrappy Fake Out into the Aegislash. Let's see if he goes for the Fake Outs into the Salamence, which he's going to do right there. Swagger. So this is a Self-Swagger Feeny. Oh, goodness. That's not good, but at least he really can't hit the Aegislash unless he goes for a Sucker Punch. Huh. Okay. Oh, he can't go for a Sucker Punch. Queenly Majesty doesn't allow him to do that. Okay, alright. So let's see how much this does to the Feeny. I'd imagine that he'd be able to outspeed the Feeny with the Tsareena the following turn and be able to go for a drop kick. He can't go for... Well, he can go for a double edge into the Tsareena. He's at +1 right now because I got a Intimidate. It's not going to proc its berry if it's 50% berry, so we bring it right out of range from that, which is good. So let's see how much speed I have on the Tsareena. It's definitely not going to be able to outspeed the Kangaskhan. It's going to be able to outspeed the Feeny if it's the standard trainer tower set. Salamence doesn't have much of a presence in this game, so I'm going to bring in Salamence right here. Wait, did I bring in Salamence right there? Yeah, Salamence right here. Oh, I thought I backed up by an accident. So I want to go for the King's Shield. The safe King's Shield would be a good call. Go for the Shadow Ball into the Feeny. Let's play a little aggressively right here. I think this might be a little unnecessary. Gotta watch my timer too. I talk too much, I think it too much, and talking and thinking too much is going to hurt me. So the Kangaskhan's at neutral right now. It's probably going to go for a double edge into the Tsareena because it really does threaten the Feeny. That does so much damage. It takes me out. That is ridiculous. That is neutral. That is neutral Kangaskhan. That's definitely adamant. And Swagger. Well, good thing that we didn't go for a... One good thing is that the Kangaskhan really can't touch the Aegislash, but we'd already lost the Salamence, which is a really hard hitter. And I really can't believe that the double edge at neutral took out the Salamence. Man. So we're pretty much going to be being outsped by the Kangaskhan with everything on our team, and it's a +2 right now. What could he possibly switch in? The Tyranitar, the Landorus. The Tyranitar would be good for the Aegislash, so what can I bring in for that? The Tsareena's just going to get knocked out by the Kangaskhan. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything. And so will the Vikavolt. Yeah. So this isn't looking promising. He's actually that's a pretty cool team because I was actually building like a Chalk-S team. Firethorn, okay. I was building like a Chalk-S team with a Alolan Ninetales with the Aurora Veil. Also, you have speed control with the Icy Winds. You can have weather control, and also has a Feeny on the team, so you can self-swagger your own Kangaskhan's, bulky Kangaskhan with the Aurora Veil. It's a good team in theory, but I don't know how well it'll actually do. We're gonna have to get some Protects right here. I think he'll go for a Sucker. No, you can't go for the Sucker Punch. So what we're gonna do right here is just gonna go for the Protect. I mean, there's really nothing else that we can do. And then I'm gonna go for a Flash Cannon into the Kangaskhan. He can't go for a Sucker Punch because of the Queenly's Majesty, and he should know that because he couldn't go for it earlier with a Fake Out. I mean, I mean, that was his only play at this point. He doesn't want to switch out because he's up +2. Alright, another Flash Cannon will actually take him out. He's going to go for the Leech Seed into the Aegislash, okay. So Tsareena really do much in this match? The Kangaskhan outsped the Feeny, so it's probably a faster Kangaskhan. Don't necessarily want to lose the Vikavolt in the back. What do I have on my Vikavolt, actually? Let me see. Let's see what we have in our Vikavolt. Flash Cannon, Thunder. You know what? I don't think the Vikavolt does all too much right here. Unless he has maybe like the Lando in the back. I'm going to go for a Flash Cannon right here. I'm going to take out the Kangaskhan, hopefully. Bring in my Vikavolt right here for the sacrifice because the double edge will definitely be able to take out the Vikavolt. It'd be really... We should have... Can't go for the Shadow Ball. Because what I could do is right here, hope that he takes out my Vikavolt and then he takes himself to the recoil damage. And then I go for the Shadow Ball into the Ferrothorn. But I can't go for the Shadow Ball... Yeah, I can't go for the Shadow Ball into the Kangaskhan. If, I can't go for the Shadow Ball into the Kangaskhan because I wouldn't have been able to hit it. And then I have to take out the Kangaskhan. It's the biggest threat to my team. This will do a good amount of damage to the Aegislash, yeah, because we're not in shield form. And then we're trapped in here, unfortunately, with the Leech Seed. But there's really no way that we can win this game because I could very well go for a... is it over, though? I think his play is to go for a gyro ball. Will he anticipate my high jump kick? Or will he just be... I'm going to double protect right here. I'm going to scout out what he wants to do. I mean, double protecting right here isn't going to allow me to see whether or not this Tyranitar is Scarf, because it's obviously going to be able to outspeed the Ferrothorn anyway. But let's see if the Ferrothorn goes for a Gyro Ball into the Aegislash. Hopefully reduce its attack. Maybe even the Tyranitar goes into the Aegislash. Okay, so there we go. Great. So the Tyranitar protects. We scout out for the Protect right there because maybe my opponent knows that we have the high jump kick. And he wants me to do damage to myself. I did not show that to him. Maybe he doesn't know that I have it. I do have it. It should be able to take out the Tyranitar. And we now know that he is not Scarf, so the Tsareena should be able to outspeed the Tyranitar, unless it's like max speed, in which if it's not Scarfed, you really should be running max speed. And then we're going to go for the Shadow Ball into the Ferrothorn. Hopefully the Ferrothorn won't be able to take out our Tsareena. That should be able to take out the Tyranitar. Yep. Alright, so what's the Ferrothorn go for right here? We're going to be able to stance change. Hopefully this will be able to do half damage to the Ferrothorn. Get a critical hit maybe and a special defense drop. Wow, this is nothing. That's a specially defensive Ferrothorn. Okay. That was a critical hit, so maybe... so that critical hit may actually be huge. Because another Gyro Ball with Sand might be able to take me out. I don't think if you got a crit right there, you wouldn't be able to take me out with 2 Gyro Balls and Sand damage. So how many turns of Sand are left? I still think plenty. Yeah, there's 3 turns of Sand left. So what he can do right here is he protect his Ferrothorn, get some Leech Seed recovery, and then hopefully I go for a high jump kick, because that'll do a lot of damage into the Ferrothorn. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go for a feint right here. And I'm going to go for a Shadow Ball. That will shift a lot of momentum in my direction. There we go. So we're going to get the feint off. We're going to get a little chip. We're going to take some Iron Barbs in return, but then we can go for the high jump kick the following turn, and hopefully the Shadow Ball will be able to put it into high jump kick range, and then for another Shadow Ball as well. Special defense drop? No. Okay. So he's going to have to target either one of my Pokemon down. I don't think I'm in range for 2 more Leech Seeds. So I'm going to die to 2 more Leech Seeds. So his play is to go for the Gyro Ball into the Tsareena. He could also go for the Double Protect, which would be extremely annoying. I think he goes for the Double Protect, actually. But we're going to have to play it as if he doesn't get it, and then go for the double up into the Ferrothorn. Don't get the Double Protect, man. Ah, he gets it. So we could have just went for another feint. This is going to be able to KO my my Tsareena, unfortunately. So, we did not have any speed control in this game, which really did hurt us big time. I could very well King Shield right now, but it doesn't really gain me any mileage because he could just go for a Gyro Ball and KO me anyway. And even if I go for a King Shield to reduce his attack, he takes me out with another Leech Seed. So one thing that I could have done right there is gone for another feint Shadow Ball. But it was really risky if he didn't go for the Protect, because they could just straight up get the knockout if he doesn't go for a Protect. That's one of the downsides of running a high jump kick, unfortunately. People can protect your high jump kicks away, and if they do get the double Protect, then, you know, it's GG. And again, I couldn't King Shield right there because I was going down to the Leech Seed anyway. So, good game to my opponent. Got very fortunate with the double Protect. If he didn't get the double Protect, we definitely win. We could have missed the high jump kick as well because it's 90% accurate, so there's 10% chance that we do miss. But we were pretty much climbing out of the hole right there, and I think we played it well in the end game. We didn't have any speed control, unfortunately, because I didn't bring my Pelipper. I couldn't go for a Tailwind, and I couldn't give the Swampert the ability to get its Swift Swim. and I didn't even bring either one of them. So I kind of felt like I played that game pretty well at the end, like I had said. Even without bringing the rain mode with this team, we keep losing battles, but at least we're playing these trainers pretty close. We're going to be playing DJ Uix, or D-Jux from the Netherlands. We're playing people from other countries, which is pretty cool. Get some diversity in here. Going to have another Mega Charizard Y team. This doesn't look like a Mega Charizard X team, which is really annoying because Mega Charizard Y just does so much work against this team. It can just Solar Beam, get up the sun. It can go for Heat Waves and then take out the Aegislash, the Tsareena, the Vikavolt. Can I outspeed with the Salamence? I think it's a speed tie if it's Timid Max Speed Charizard. Let's see. Yeah, it's a speed tie. I think a safe play for him is to go for the Charizard, the Hitmontop, Fake Out, the ability to Fake Out, the ability to go for a Wide Guard. So I'm gonna lead my Swampert right here. I'm gonna lead my Aegislash in case he leads this Aegislash or his Cresselia. He can get a Never-Ending Nightmare into that. Bring the Pelipper in the back. I could potentially protect first turn with the Swampert, anticipating Solar Beam, not Mega Evolve, and then switch into my Pelipper the following turn, and then Mega Evolve, and then go for a Waterfall. Who's the last Pokemon? I kind of like the Vikavolt. Now, I was leaning more towards the Salamence for the Landorus, but I feel like I covered the Landorus pretty well with Ice Punch from my Swampert. Also, my Pelipper can get off Scalds into the Landorus, potentially get a burn off. Let's see what he leads. It could be Aegislash Charizard, or Landorus Charizard, or Coco Charizard. Okay, that's fine. What could he go for right here? Now, my Swampert severely threatens your Coco. Could go for a Volt Switch into my Aegislash, and then a Heat Wave anticipating a Protect from the Swampert. That would be the smartest play. Or maybe my opponent anticipates me to switch it into Pelipper, and then I go for an attack with the Swampert, and then he can go for a Solar Beam, because then I'll get up his Sun last into the Swampert. I think that's what I'm going to have to play for right here. Protect the Swampert. There's another play in which I can do is I can go for a Wide Guard with my Aegislash just to cover for the Heat Wave. But he could also go for a Heat Wave, an Overheat or a Flamethrower. It's going to go for big damage into the Charizard. Coco really doesn't threaten me because the Swampert deals with that pretty well. He's going to withdraw the Coco, actually. He's going to go into the Landorus. He does go into the Landorus. Could have potentially gotten rid of the Landorus with this Never-Ending Nightmare, which would have been really, really nice. But I still think the Never-Ending Nightmare will bring the Charizard down to at least 20%, because Charizard Y gets a boost to its special defense, and Charizard X gets a boost to its defense. Let's see what he does right here. Curious. See if he goes for the Solar Beam into the Swampert. Yep, he goes for the Solar Beam into the Swampert. Great. So, we read into that correctly. We don't attack with our Aegislash, because another play in which my opponent could have been anticipating was for me to either switch into my Pelipper and go for an attack with the Swampert, which he'll get up his Sun last, because when I switch into my Pokemon, they get up the Rain first. And then maybe like a King Shield from my Aegislash as well. Maybe even a Wide Guard. Alright, let's see how much damage this does to the Charizard. I think around about 20% of health left after this Never-Ending Nightmare. Could get a crit, which would be very fortunate. Or I could just take it out. Aegislash is so strong! Goodness! Alright, what does the Landorus go for right here? We still can't confirm whether or not it's Scarfed either. Even if it's Scarfed, we're outspeeding it with our Swampert. Unless it's Jolly Scarfed, and you never run Jolly Scarfed. You have to run Adamant Scarfed. Does an Intimidated Ice Punch take out my... Does an Intimidated Ice Punch take out the Landorus? And he definitely has to fear that. I took out the... Weather weather control on his side. He's taking a long time to pick the Pokemon in the back. Hopefully he didn't disconnect, because I really want to play the rest of this game out. I mean, that wasn't a really hard read or anything like that. Okay, so he's going to bring in the Hitmontop. So the Hitmontop can go for a Fake Out into the Swampert, and then he can go for a, he doesn't want to go for an Earthquake, does he? I mean, what can the Landers really do? U-turn, Superpower, Knockoff. Because, I mean, honestly, what I can do right here is I can just... if he Rock Slides, okay, that's fine. Kind of want to get rid of this Intimidate. I'm going to bring in the Vikavolt. What else can he have in the back? Is this a Vikavolt? Vikavolt does good against the Cresselia, actually. I'm still going to bring in the Vikavolt right there, and then I'm going to go for a King Shield, just so I can go back into Blade form. And in case he goes for like a hard read, that I attack with my Aegislash into either his Landorus or his Hitmontop, and he goes for like a knockoff into that, because that'll still do a lot of damage in Blade form. So if he goes for any, because, I mean, he doesn't want to Earthquake his own Hitmontop, does he? Because I can also go for a Wide Guard on my side. He'd just be damaging his Hitmontop. He can go for... Okay, that's fine. I mean, there was really no reason for me to double protect. And he just Earthquakes his own Hitmontop. So I could have very well have just Wide Guarded right there, and then gone for an Ice Punch. Okay, that's fine. He's only damaging his own Hitmontop. I mean, I have such an easy play of just going for a Hidden Power Ice into the slot, and then a Wide Guard. Because if he's locked into Earthquake, he's going to have to switch out right here. And I didn't show the Wide Guard, so he might not know that I have it, but usually on Ghost DMZ sets, they have Wide Guard. Like, if you're running Substitute, you could also run Substitute with Ghost DMZ. It would probably be a pretty good play. Yeah, he's going to withdraw the Landers. So, is Hidden Power pretty common on the Vikavolt? I don't know. So let's see what the because he can't, the Hitmontop really can't hit my... Okay, I'm going to resist it. The Hitmontop really can't hit my Aegislash. And this should do at least 20% to the Koko. I mean, that does a lot more than I thought it was going to do. Holy crap. Alright, so we can go for a Flash Cannon right here. They do a decent amount of damage. Because he'll resist the Bug Buzz. Yeah, I don't want to go for Bug Buzz. My Aegislash should be attacking after both of this Pokemon. I really don't care about taking out the Hitmontop. It's not doing anything. So I'm actually going to go for the double up into the Koko, because again, Hitmontop's not doing anything. I'd rather take out the Koko. I wasn't anticipating a Landorus switch in. I could have very well have read into that and then gone for a Hidden Power Ice into that slot. So kind of reckless on my opponent. I'd rather, if I were him, get a free switch in into my Landorus. But it's going to be Electrium Z, and it's likely going to be into the Aegislash. Okay. But I'm going to be probably knocking out this Koko, and then I could just bring in my Pelipper, get up the rain, protect. Hopefully, the Vikavolt will be able to go down, and then I can get a free switch in into my Swampert. And then I'll be unintimidated because he can't switch out his Landers. That doesn't even take me out. So, Aegislash really proving its worth in this episode. Taking out the Charizard, eating up an Electrium Z in electric terrain, and likely KOing this Koko. Yep. Yeah, Koko's not surviving that Flash Cannon. Aegislash is the MVP, man. Just so strong. And we're going for a Flash Cannon of our own. We could have very well just gone for another Hidden Power. Probably would have been a better play, too. Because the combination of Hidden Power and Flash Cannon would have been able to take out the Koko. And I didn't really care about what the Hitmontop went for anyway. So he's probably just going to go for the Fake Out into the Vikavolt. Maybe even a Feint and then a Rock Slide. Because it's really his only chance of winning right now is just continuously flinch me. But if he is Adamant Scarf, then I'm going to be outspeeding it with my Landers anyway. So I'm just going to go for the Hidden Power right here, and then I'm going to go for the Wide Guard. So I don't really care whether or not both of my Pokemon go down right here, and the only thing that he can lock himself into is really Rock Slide for that win condition. So let's see if he does go for the Rock Slide. He goes for the Feint, likely into the Vikavolt. Yep. And then let's see if he goes for the Rock Slide. Yeah, goes for the Rock Slide, so we're going to be able to take out the... Oh, he got... Yeah, so he got the Feint off. Let's see if we... flinch with our Vikavolt. We are not, so we're going to be able to take out the Landorus. And Vikavolt really bulky. really bulky. You slap an Assault Vessel on the net, you don't have to invest much in special defense. You can invest in HP and defense, and not much in special attack because its special attack stat is already sky high. And this is going to be game. So we could just Flash Cannon right there, and then go for... Bug Buzz, and then go for a Flash Cannon. It's going to go for the last... Latch-this effort, Feint into the Aegislash. My opponent probably just giving me the courtesy of getting a 4-0 for going for the Feint into the Aegislash and not the Feint into the Vikavolt. So good game to my opponent, and thank you very much. So we're actually going to get a win with this team, and we're actually going to get a win with this team against another Mega Charizard team. That call on the first turn really was what won me this game, and especially Aegislash being able to take out Charizard. That was no bulk whatsoever Charizard. And I'm really surprised that takes it out because, again, Charizard Y gets a special defense boost, and didn't think it would have been able to take it out, but now we know that it's able to take it out, which is really good information because I can lead Aegislash and Swampert, protect with the Swampert, anticipating a Solar Beam. Heat Wave really shouldn't... I don't think Heat Wave takes out the Aegislash. We live with like a sliver of HP. Also, they probably wouldn't go for a Heat Wave anyway, because anticipating maybe like a Wide Guard, and then the Swampert to go for an attack, because even in the Sun, we do a lot of damage to the Charizard. But... really good last game. First, I think that we could have won the first game too. So this is a good episode overall. I'm pretty happy with this episode. I'm going to end it right here. Everyone, thank you for joining me for this episode. Hopefully we can get some wins with this team. And then maybe jump back into the 1600s and then jump over to another team next week after Memphis Regionals. And hopefully I do good in Memphis Regionals. If you go to Memphis Regionals, please say hi. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to be wearing a Gengar shirt. I don't know what shirt I'm going to be wearing. If you do see me, though, say hi. I'm a really friendly person. Don't be afraid to come up to me, because I know some people are like, oh, I didn't want to go up to the content creator and be like, oh, I'm your biggest fan and stuff like that. I don't really care. I'm not like that. I'll just shoot the shit with you. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Peace.